general agreement on trade in services was arrived at as a result of the Uruguay rounds in 2000, I think. And there are so many aspects there in the services sector. For example, voicemail telecommunications. There's even a mention of movement of natural persons. And when we speak of this, you mentioned already BPO. BPO is fast catching up with OFW, which has been your baby in the past. OFW have accounted for about 23 billion already in terms of inward remittances. And the BPO, I understand, will catch up in about 3-5 years, reaching about 1 million employees, maybe 1.2 million employees in about 3 years' time. But there's a move in the US. President Obama himself, in his State of the Nation address, mentioned about a bill that will delimit BPOs, the use of business process outsourcing. What will be our recourse there? Is there any way that we can block this and complain about this if there will be a real move on the part of the US to diminish outsourcing in the US to the detriment of countries like the Philippines, for example, which is now #1 in call centers and #3 in overall BPO?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. The US and the other developed countries, they're trying to gain more market access to, in terms of financial services, also in terms of telecom, energy. Your Honor, if they do something about our BPO, we should also block their insistence on entrance into these other strategic sectors. That's how we can protect the BPO sector for us. So we know we're interested.
Just jump the gun. Do we have a reason to complain immediately, outright, with respect to this move on the part of the US, initiated by no less than the US President himself, with respect to outsourcing, which is going to prejudice us?
I think, Your Honor, a good ally for us here would not just be the US government, but actually the US companies. As the Senate President said, they're locating here because we have the people here that could actually do a BPO work for them. So I'm sure when this bill matures in the US Congress, there will be a lot of representation on the part of US industries asking that they retain the advantage of the Philippines as a BPO center.
But that's in the legislative process in the US, that's internal. But what about in the WTO itself? With you as the permanent representative, can you initiate a protest at this early stage?
Your Honor,
instead of waiting for it to become a law already in the United States?
The essence of negotiations in the WTO is essentially the exchange of concessions. And from the very beginning, we will tell them that if they do something drastic against our BPO, then the market access that they would like to see opening up for these other sectors where they're interested in, like financial services, telecommunications, energy, then we will also get across to them very, very clearly that we will not also open up these markets to them.
Thank you. Now, on the process, are you going to be a member of the dispute settlement body of the WTO?
All the ambassadors are members of the General Council, Your Honor, and the General Council meets also as the dispute settlement body of the WTO.
Now, in the services trade chapter, there's a mention of movement of natural persons. Would that include the OFWs?
No, Your Honor. The scope of the Uruguay agreement limits it only to professionals, to medical professionals, to lawyers, and independent service providers. But there is a clause that it does not involve the movement of persons seeking permanent employment in the host country.
So that's all, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Senator from Senator Lacson.